So if Aaron the Moor is the smartest guy in the play, if also the nastiest, he's also the smartest. Let's follow his lead in that he tells us a lot about his principal opponent, Titus. In Act 5, Scene 1, I'm jumping ahead, and he's talking with Lucius, one of Titus's remaining sons, and Aaron has been captured at this point. But here he gives some honest evaluation of Titus and his family. He says, what if I do not? I'm not going to swear to anything. I'm not going to swear to any oath. I don't believe in any God. I don't. Yet, for I know thou art religious. This is what he says to the Andronicii family. You art religious. Of course, their religion is really for the state of Rome. He says, and thou hast a thing within thee called conscience, with 20 popish tricks and ceremonies which I have seen thee careful to observe. In other words, in Aaron's voice, these Romans are Roman Catholics, and they observe idols, which I have seen thee careful to observe. Therefore I urge thy oath. For that I know an idiot holds his bauble for a god, and keeps the oath which by that god he swears. To that I'll urge him. Therefore thou shalt vow by that same God, what God soever it be, that thou adorest and hast in reverence to save my boy, to nourish and bring him up, or else I will discover naught to thee. And again, this is referring back to the son that Aaron has kept alive. But again, what I want to call attention to is Aaron's observation that the Adronicii, and especially Titus, are somehow religious. They are religiously devoted to the state of Rome, and Aaron realizes he can take advantage of that. And he takes advantage of that throughout the whole play. Of course, he helps Chiron and Demetrius, perhaps the creepiest teenagers in all of Anglo-American literature, rape and ravish Lavinia, Titus's son. But he also helps deceive the whole family. But especially Titus. Titus, in his grief, you'll recall, two of his other sons have been taken captive and have been wrongly accused of Bassianus's murder towards the middle of the play. And Aaron comes to Titus and he says, chop off your hand. If you chop off your hand, your sons will be spared. And Aaron does this knowing that Titus would be delighted to chop off his hands. He'd be delighted to kill his own child in order to honor what he thinks the state asks. Aaron the Moor, in other words, is able to play upon the sacrificial, almost fanatical sacrificial desires of Titus. Titus, again, is willing to sacrifice almost anything. It's almost perverted and zealous in its own way. And that's what Aaron is able to take advantage of.